All right, it's truss day today. As you can see, a lot of wood down here. Trusses. Had a spot that was like really, you know, logistic-wise, it was kind of crazy, but we got it done. And we got trees that we're trying to preserve, which is these oak trees. And got all kinds of stuff here going on. And here's the truss here. Okay.
Let that go. Let that one go. There you go. Yeah. Now, grab this one. Look. Take the face off. Alright, now pull it to you way. They're gonna go that way. This one. Angelo, look what we're doing. We're gonna move that one that way. You can put it up here. Okay. A bit more, maybe more. How much? Right there. Bring it your way.
All right, what we just put up, we got the
A1.
Okay, how many A1s we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay, so that's we're supposed to have 9. Another way to find out how many you have, you go to the engineer cover sheet and you find out what page the truss is identified as on page 1, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go see how many they say we should have.
So this is like the index.
It's the index.
Yeah.
How many they say we have?
10.
Okay, so let's count it again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It says 10. So you counted 9, so that's why you always look at this here. Okay, that's A1 truss, right? Tells you what it looks like. Okay, and then it also tells you how many quantity you're gonna have, and here it shows 10. Make sure that's all the way down. There you go. DJ, DJ, move that ladder right there for me. Yeah. Move those 2 trusses there for me, please, and put them over there. Yeah, I don't want you on the edge though. So help Desi, help move that over. Yeah. Setting the trusses, and it's very important that you always look at the detail, how they want the trusses secured, what straps, what fasteners, and things like that. So just to give you an example, the trusses that we have on top of the roof that you have seen already, you see this detail right here, that little angle, all right? They got the angle, right? But it also tells you, the new trusses, 24 inches on center. So these trusses here are 24 inches on center, which is 2 feet. It also tells you this is 1930 seconds, which is 5/8 plywood. So when you go into a store, you probably don't recognize the 1932, but you know what 1/2 inch and 5/8 looks like. That's the sheathing that we need to have, and it's trying to tell you on the new roof, all right? But this is the most important. You see here, this is the attachment here. It goes up here, it tells you it's a Simpson, gives you the brand like Coke and Pepsi, and then it also tells you, you know, what model is, or what, you know, the detail is, or whatever, or the identification of that Simpson. So it's a VTCR, okay, and they want it on each truss connection to existing roof at 4 feet on center, which is 48 inches, right? So the thing is that I know I have my book and everything like that, and I have to get those. So let's go see what those look like. That detail is what the engineer and architect said we needed, and here they go. It's you see that? The VTCR, Valley Truss clip, okay? So this is what it looks like, okay? This is what we gotta attach every 48 inches. And so when the inspector goes up there, he or she's gonna expect to see these. And we need okay, so you see, again, we go back to this here, which is that. That's what they want, and this is what it is. And you can probably see it too. It's kind of like, you see that VTCR? Okay, so I know we good. This is the back of the house now. So you can see the ridge line up there. That's going all the way across. The truss is here. This is part of the house again. You got a fixed glass there, sliding glass door, another sliding glass door. And we don't have the plywood up yet because we still setting the trusses. We got to put the fascia on all that good stuff. So hopefully, if everything goes well, without rain, you're gonna start seeing the whole dynamics of this particular project here. So is that my material over there? Oh, shucky now. They told me on Monday. All right, they came through. All right. Hey, Wesley. Yep. Overlooking the golf course, but I'm on top of the roof now. We cut off the existing soffit edge over here. You're gonna see that video. You see how we watched that video when they actually cut it, knocked it down, and so we can have a new soffit up. It's gonna be a little bit higher. We got to do the same thing on that end over there. All the trusses, we got them positioned on top of the roof. So the guys are nailing off the buckets right now, the straps, we're getting them all nailed off. So tomorrow, since the material came, they're gonna work on a Saturday to get it all done. So this is where we are. And we're just gonna keep it going and keep it moving. But this is what it looks like right now. We do have some trusses still on. No, all the trusses are up actually. I thought we had some more on the truck. Now this existing roof is gonna stay put. It's just that we got a higher ridge line. The ridge is actually this center line that you see here up in the roof here. That's gonna be our ridge. So we popped up the ridge higher It gives the illusion that the inside is higher, but we sort of made the inside higher by taking down, you know, the different soffits and things like that, which you would see. This is another front. This whole front is new because originally the front door was like right here, and there was nothing else there. So we made a roof to go all the way out, covered. Got 2 concrete columns, 20 by 20. My steel columns will be coming in probably another week or so. I'm gonna show you how we do that. But these are all the trusses that is gonna be installed. So depending on what tomorrow brings, I'm gonna show you guys what's going on. I'll be out here tomorrow working with things. Guys it's a great week today, man. Great week. Looks crazy. So one of the things too, when we're doing a renovation or something of this nature right here, there's a lot of things that goes unturned because we don't know when we're cutting things, what it is, if it's rotted wood, termites, or whatever the case may be when we start peeling the layers back. When you're doing new construction, you don't really have that problem. So for example, when I come over here, there's an area over here that we're gonna have to change out. You can't tell that with the existing wood there, but I'm gonna show you even nevertheless. So you see this right here? Okay. All that is all right now. So we gotta eventually fix that. Okay. We gotta fix that. That's waterlogged. Maybe there was a roof leak here at one point. I don't know, but I know it can't stay like that. So that's what I'm talking about when you're doing renovation or an addition. You don't really know what's the problem when you are doing everything. So, all right, let me get off this roof. Let me get going. I gotta go check out another project, but I appreciate you guys, man. Just continue to watch us, man. Continue to video going on, man. This video channel, I would say, with new construction, all types of construction. It may not fit your area, but I'm trying to get you some of the basics, right? As you know, these are trusses. Trusses are going to be on every house throughout the U.S. You know, you may have a house and this may say, oh no, we got some flat roofs. Yes, you do. And you got some concrete roofs, but for the general part, you're going to have roof trusses, okay? And these are what you consider roof trusses. So this is what we got going on. All right. But like I said, my material is dropped here. I got the fascia down there, which is 2x10 cedar, which is special order. And we got the plywood here, nails and everything. So the guy's gonna be making it happen. Thank you for watching.